Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome back to the Gems of War stream. So today we are of course doing Invasion week 24 day 3, and we are doing pretty much entirely invasions because, well, we didn't do any yesterday because of the entire day pretty much, or at least a good half the day. We ended up just doing the faction in order to get factions done, but we are now finally done with Half Guardians. I mean, not Half Guardians, with Warrens, I mean. Nice shiny 2,500, raised all the way from like the 1,000 that it was a little while ago. So, yeah, we're getting there as far as maxed out all factions, getting pretty close. I believe our next target is actually going to be Half Guardians, oddly enough. Just because I do believe that's going to be our next target to try without potions, actually. But we have 4 more locations that we need to do, actually 5. Sea of Sorrows, Dark Pits, Fangmoor, Half Guardians, and Primal Rift. So I just need to figure out how to get these 5 done sometime into the near future. And then we'll have every single faction maxed out, because we can easily do every new faction maxed out during its weekend event. And speaking of that, don't forget, we do have a new faction this week. So we'll be doing the same thing. Same thing we did yesterday again. Those videos still aren't up because they were taking forever to render, particularly the really long one, but they will be after this stream. I'm pretty sure some of you might have seen them unlisted because I didn't bother making them private. But they'll be up soon, publicly. If you guys didn't catch that already, it was definitely a while, that's for sure. But we'll be posting them a little bit later tonight, probably around the same time that this stream gets up. The other ones will, particularly the really long one that just takes a year and a half to render. It feels like, just because any video that goes like 5 hours plus takes like almost a whole day for it to fully process. Really annoying in that regard. But anyways, let me go back and chat and say hello to all the peoples. And if anyone has any questions, let me know. Hello, Corn! Hello, Drock! Hello, Sam! Hello, Wow! You guys want the elephant back? Hello, Sam. Hello, Isabel. Hello, William. Mana Surge. Let's see. Hello, Cookie! With all the cookies. Yeah, cross-platform would be nice. Unfortunately, it's just PC mobile. Hello, David! Welcome! Hello, William, if I didn't already say hi this time around. Normally, you're like the first one here, because you go into the stream prior to it actually being visible publicly. Hello, Supplement! And that's everyone. And hello, Dizen. Hello, everyone else. Welcome. Anyways. And hello, Pliskin. Oh, wait, never mind. There were several more that it didn't scroll down for. Hello, Pliskin. Hello, Robbie. Hello, Tom. Hello, Stacy. Hello, Leonardo. Hello, Michael. Hello, Zeddicus. Hello, Valley. And hello, Oliver. And hello, everyone else. Welcome. Anyways, first order of business and main order of business. Also, we keep getting horrifically bad adventure board. We got like 2 commons and a rare. Or sorry, 1 common and 2 rares, I mean. But, yeah, it's like ridiculously low today. I've been on to take tribute. I haven't actually played any yet today, though. But, that's what we're doing now. Games. That is not what I wanted, did I? I want, invasions. Oh, also we have the little blue pet today. I believe I already have it maxed, but we'll do it at least once just to get the food, of course. But let's go do invasions, because we have quite a few battles left to do. I think we still have 20? 15? There's some kind of number that's like double digit. If it'll load. Loading. $15. Hey, I was right with the second guess. Yeah, we're at exactly 15. Now let's keep going. We're currently using this. Oh, wait, no, we're not using that. That's the cheap team. I ended up showing that last time because someone was asking for a really cheap team. First, we showed them on the Monday video, or at this point, it was the Tuesday video. But, let me go get the this one for now. Put that in there. Copy. And should be good to go. Okay. And I believe I'm still going to use it with the other hero class. So we gain some free EXP. Still trying to level them, of course. Guild, invasion, fight, and edit. Oh, I meant to paste team. Paste team, edit, and let's change our class to Oracle, because that's what we're currently trying to level some. This kingdom is getting 4 new troops on Friday. So, yeah, good idea to go get it leveled some. I'm not sure what level you'll need for the kingdom. I believe you only need like level 20 for this hero class, so nothing too high. But soon it will require 40, 70, stuff like that. But yeah, still, the next event is for Divinian Fields after all. Or as far as, not next event, but the next delve is associated to Divinian Fields. Let's see. You have a question? Where do you get pet food? Soul Forge, but it's excessively expensive. The only real realistic way to get pet food is when you have a pet active, just do the pet event. And if there's currently not a pet event, which is only occurs on day long on Wednesdays, if there's currently not a pet event going on, you can just do PvP or arena, and there's a chance to find a pet gnome. And if any person in your guild finds a pet gnome, you'll have a pet event active for 1 hour. And that's how you accumulate food. Use this all for pet events. I feel like that's a mechanic some people might forget about. Like, particularly newer players, because it's never really explained, like, what triggers a pet event. Because most people kind of know because it came in, like, about a year ago. And it's something that your guild kind of, like, does. And you'd probably learn about it from one of your guild mates. But if, like, none of your guild mates know exactly how it works, I'm pretty sure there's several guilds around that have, like, no clue how pets work. Might be one of the reasons why it's one of the most unobtained achievements as well. Yeah, you can activate them whenever, for an entire hour, and could theoretically have perpetual pet events if your guild was that active. The next mythic, is it any good? For the most part, no. And the stream's already trying to go down. Luckily it didn't. It was kind of funny and ironic last night because the stream lasted for like 7 hours, and then right as I say, we're not going to disconnect, the stream disconnects. So it worked at a kind of convenient time because we were at the point where we could like divide the video by using the disconnect. So it kind of worked. I just did a little bit off stream and then went right back in. So it was kind of perfect timing, but it was really funny. Because out of every possible time, it says it like right as I was about to disconnect, or right as I'm right as it disconnected. I mean. Oh, what do we even take here? Go for that for now. We can take that over. But I should have the connection issue sorted, hopefully within the next month or two. Pretty much everything for my computer setup is probably getting an update soon. At least most of it. How many hours did we stream? I think it came out to about 7 or 7.5 hours total. That's what it came out to, somewhere around there. I forget the exact number. It took a while. It definitely took a while. And we'll be doing the same thing this weekend, except it'll be split amongst multiple streams rather than just one stream. Because unlike the Tuesday event, we have 3 days to do it instead of just one. So we can just split it up amongst those 3 days. So this faction will take longer just because we're going to be doing more rooms to completion. So the entirety of it will probably take like 8 to 10 hours. But it'll be split amongst 3 days, not all in one day. Well, there will be people who will do it all in one day. I am not one of them. The only time I ever do that is if it's specifically a Tuesday event. Because you don't have a choice. Any tips for level 120 player? Get into a decent guild. Get all your kingdoms upgraded to level 10 with gold. Make sure to do 1.9k PvP every single week. Make sure to do all the dailies that are in the game, like dungeons, delves, adventure boards, stuff like that. Whatever your guild event is. And that's most of the things. I do need to make another new player guide soon. However, I need to wait until next patch before I can really go over it, due to the substantial change that is occurring next patch. Also, we'll have a spoiler for that this Saturday, and we'll know all about it on Monday, and I'll be going over it on Tuesday, and hopefully the patch will be out around that time soon. So, hopefully the patch will be out around that time too, though we don't currently know when that will be. Hello, Mobarashi! Welcome. Well, there were 2 streams. There was one, well, it was all one stream, but it got divided into 2. I believe it was closer to 7 hours than 6.5. But it might have been 6.5, I'm not sure. Because the last half an hour or so got divided into a different video, because the stream went down. When is the next patch? Sometime before the end of this month. It's October 8th at the earliest, and October 30th at the latest, is when next patch is. When specifically it happens within there, we have not the slightest clue. But somewhere within that time frame is almost guaranteed the time of the patch, unless something drastically goes wrong with it. So we might need to change our team soon. For the reason that just happened. For that exact reason. We need to change our team soon. There we go. What are the big changes? I can't say, unfortunately. I cannot say. Do we switch to Titan? We needed some kind of switch here. I guess we bring out the invasion troop. Yeah, we'll bring out the invasion troop. All we have to do is just replace it over top of the thing. There we go. We have fixed the team. We need a Minus Red banner now. What do we have? There we go. +2 green, +1 brown. We'll roll with that. Be fine. Don't think we need any other changes. And should be good to go. We might change our hero class to Titan soon. But for now, it seems to still be working. As long as he doesn't get hit by too many skulls, like the previous battle. These Dragon Soul's starting to lose its effectiveness. Whereas this thing gives us one shot like crazy. But it does make her a little bit more useless, doesn't it? I say that as she just loops right into herself. Anything that makes her useful is her brown. And the fact that she does have extra turn potential like she just did multiple times in a row. If you did one of the 30-day mythic offers things, and the 30th day was the first Friday, would you get a guarantee of the new mythic? No. It's random. The mythic you get from it's always random. But yeah, it just gives a random mythic within the game. With the exclusion, I believe, of Sacred Treasure and Zugoff and what's the other useless one? That one other crafting only mythic. But yeah, other than those 3, I believe it could be absolutely any mythic in the game, even if there's only 1 mythic in the drop table. And the only mythics that get excluded is the Sacred Treasure and the craftable only mythics. That should almost be kill, everything except last slot. So thank you, Unicorn. So we're right back at 11 battles again. Is she decent? She's decent. She's basically like a mini early game Infernus or mid game Infernus. When she has a storm, she functions very similarly to Infernus. Infernus is still better than it in most situations, but when you specifically need a troop that uses brown, like we do right here, it's a little bit better than Infernus. Not to mention we can't even use Infernus due to the restriction of Mystic, and Infernus is not a Mystic. But yeah, she's a pretty decent troop. You get her pretty easily too, just by throwing a couple hundred shards at Stone Song Aerie, if you haven't already. She's a really accessible troop. Every single troop in the Underworld is generally relatively easy to get, simply because all you have to do is just throw some shards at the elves. You end up getting them. Yeah, I think we might try attempting Hall of Guardians today, to see how difficult it's going to be. Hall of Guardians at 200. See how possible it is. Because we could do that. We can go throw a bunch of treasure at wherever we want, which every single location would be pointless, but we'll throw it wherever. And then upgrade Hall of Guardians to level 200 by throwing a bunch of treasure at it. It'll cost a lot of gold, but at that point, then boom. We'll be ready to try attempting Hall of Guardians every day with our things and just hope we eventually get lucky enough to win with a really good starting board. We're probably going to start doing that later today. I want to finish out everything else first before we go to that though. But we probably are going to start trying to do Pure Factions Hall of Guardians with no potions starting today and see how that goes. But we need to upgrade it to level 200 first, otherwise we're not going to have the slightest of chance to get it done. How long am I going to stream today? Probably about an hour, hour and a half, like we normally do every night. However long it takes to get the main objectives done that we want to go do right now, which is mainly finish out every last battle we have for invasions, then do all of our various dailies like the pet and the adventure board and dungeons and all that, and then probably level up Warrens to, I mean not Warrens, Hall of Guardians to level 200, and then go and do it. And see if we can actually get it done. That'd be really funny if we get another Pure Faction done. I don't think we will, but I know it's definitely possible. Some people have even done it at level 100 with Ultra Luck. It takes an absurd amount of luck to get it done with that few stats, though. It is technically possible. I'll see how it goes. If nothing else, delves are technically slightly easier next patch. Cough, cough. Indirectly. They are not actually making delves easier. It's just they're indirectly becoming easier. That probably gives it away even more. Gosh, I should stop talking. Oh yeah, she's doing the puzzle quest tonight. Wait, isn't this the first time she's streaming the Switch version? That does remind me. I need to go stream the Switch version more. I've just been so busy this last week or so that we haven't really had time to play puzzle quests, have we? It's been like a week since we played puzzle quests. Yeah, she's been streaming puzzle quests lately, and this is supposedly, if she can get it working, she'll be streaming the Switch version of it, which she hasn't done yet. We've streamed it about 3 or 4 times now, the Switch version. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll probably try, I guess I could try squeezing it in tomorrow, most likely. Is Aquaticus good? Yes. She's really hard to obtain, though, because she's a mythic. There's other alternatives to her, though. If you really have nothing, you'd even just put a second Zachi there instead. But, yeah, this last one's pretty decent, but it's mythic, so it's really, really hard to obtain. It's actually the most recent mythic that, yeah, it's the most recent mythic. We're getting another mythic on Friday, which will make that the most recent mythic. But as of currently, this is the most recent mythic add to the game. Mythics are generally hard to get. Since the only 2 really realistic ways of getting them is to throw keys to try to get it on the first week that it comes out, or craft it for 4,000 diamonds in Soulforge. The only other way you could possibly get a mythic is out of pure luck off the normal drop tables, and then it would give you like any mythic in the game. It might not necessarily give you the one you want. But generally, the only 2 realistic ways of gaining a specific copy of a mythic, not a mythic in general, but a specific copy of a mythic that you want, is 4,000 diamonds or throwing it down on the keys added on the week that it releases. Okay, I feel like doing this on first slot. I'm not sure why I just did that. Oh, yes, I know why. Because Aquaticus is 25% splits. I wanted to hit each other, so it does more damage. I knew there was a really specific reason as to why I did that. But yeah, I was to make sure Aquaticus would do more damage. But I think we still did less overall damage, though. Because we wasted his ability to hit something that was already weaker. Yeah, we'll do Puzzle Quest 1 again tomorrow. I'll try squeezing you in for at least a few hours. If not, for a little bit longer than that. We could definitely do a Warcraft 3 stream soon. Warcraft 3's HD remake's probably coming out in the near future. I wouldn't mind doing a stream of it. I'd probably be doing custom maps, though. I wouldn't be playing the actual game. I am pretty... I wouldn't say bad at the base game, but I'm definitely not the greatest at it. Though I am pretty decent at some of the custom maps. Not all of them, but like the more traditional custom maps that tend to get hosted a lot, I am pretty decent at several of them. Though quite a few of them I haven't played for a while, so I might still be rusty at them. But when I was browsing at it last week, some of the ones that still seem to be hosted a lot are battleships and battle tanks, Legion TD, which is probably the one that I'm like technically the best at relative to them, just because it's really easy to remember all the mechanics related to it. Castle Fight, which is pretty fun, where you basically have a bunch of spawning buildings and you have to defend a castle with it. And Dota 1 still hosted quite a bit on it, because obviously that's the original Dota. It'll be funny to see a Dota 1 HD remake soon too, because once Warcraft 3 Reforged gets released, all those custom maps, I believe, can just be transferred over to Warcraft 3 Reforged. That'll be interesting to see all of them updated in HD graphics. Hopefully in Warcraft 3 Reforged, I hope they have graphical options for both the old graphics and the new graphics. Obviously, they'll have the new graphics, but hopefully they kept all the old graphics in the files so that they could be referenced for maps. Because that'd be really funny if you could have retro Warcraft 3 maps in Warcraft 3 Reforged. Wouldn't be that big a deal, but it would be pretty funny if they did that. What do we take here? Take a brown over. I know. A lot of people chatting today. Well, the reason we didn't have as many people, we still had a pretty decent amount, though. Actually, the amount of viewers we had right now is how many we had for most of last night's stream. Like, we were averaging around a 60 to 70 viewership the entire time. I think the main reason we didn't have as many people chatting was mostly because it was like a 6-7 hour stream. So obviously people would get tired of chatting at a certain point when the stream is that long. Also, we were doing some of it pretty late. I didn't finish until past midnight last night when we finally finished the stream. I'll see you, Sam. Have a good day. Catch you later. And hello, Azella. Welcome. Do I usually use a DBL siege breaker for towers? Not sure what you're referring to with that. Yeah, Warcraft 3 has a lot of tower defense maps. I'm not sure exactly which one you might be referring to with that, but that was in reference to it. I never even realized the sheer amount of it until recently. I'm kind of curious how much Warcraft 3 actually did shape the TD like genre in general. Because I'm pretty sure about 1/3 of all the maps on that is tower defenses. Just because the game engine works really well for it. So it makes sense that a lot of them are tower defenses. What's the replacement for Zachi? You can end up replacing it with a second version of the troop, or you can go for any red mystic, because we are currently missing red from this team composition. And the main reason is I just don't have room for it. But a red mystic would help cover every color, if nothing else. Is the new class any good? Which one are you referring to as the new class? The upcoming one? We're not getting another class until like a week or two from now. And I actually forgot to double check and see if it was viable at all. No, I did not know DVL meant double in that context. I just always assume initials mean like a word. Or, you know, like that they're standing for a proper noun. Mainly because in the context of Gems of War, every single initial is used for a proper noun. Like of an actual troop. Without a habit, I just always think that they are. Because that's how they're structured in Gems of War. Like TPK and stuff like that. And now I'm talking about Warcraft 3. I don't know, I tend to go on a tangent whenever someone brings up like some kind of side thing. I'm just really hyped for its remake. That in Darkest Dungeon 2. So the remake for Warcraft 3 Reforged will be a lot sooner than the other one. Darkest Dungeon 2 I don't think coming out till like midway next year or something. Or like early midway next year. Whereas Warcraft 3 Reforged is by the end of this year or earlier. In the future, will you stream Fire Emblem Three Houses again? Yeah, probably will to some degree. I haven't been playing it too much in my off time, because again, I haven't had as much time recently. But, and also because I want to finish out Puzzle Quest soon. But I tend to focus on one RPG at a time. After we finish out everything with the Puzzle Quest HD remake, we'll probably head back to Fire Emblem again. I very rarely will play multiple RPGs at the same time. And obviously the focus right now is more so on the Puzzle Quest HD remake. Yeah, I really enjoyed Fire Emblem Three Houses. It was the first Fire Emblem game I played. There's supposedly rumored that they might be adding actual multiplayer to the game. That would be insanely replay value if they did. It could happen early next year, actually. Unfortunately, that's a little while away from now, but there's a good chance they might be adding multiplayer, online multiplayer. Oh, what do we take here? Take the green, grab that. Not to Gems of War, to Fire Emblem. Three Houses. They would probably add it after they add the hardest difficulty in the game. They're planning on adding a difficulty that's even harder than the most recent hard that they just added. It's so hard, it probably will require New Game Plus. Because trying to do it without New Game Plus is probably impossible once they make that game mode. What's a good red mystic? I do not know. I do not. Dragon Soul is the first thing that comes to mind. But other than Dragon Soul, I'm not aware of every red mystic in the game. I know Dragon Soul is like the very, like, First thing I think of when I think of Red Mystic. But I'm not aware of a full list. Almost cast her without a storm. That wouldn't be good because she doesn't get her explosions then. Are they planning on taking the difficulty slider out? I saw a video and wasn't sure. In Gems of War difficulty slider, they already took out the gem priority sliders. However, they might be putting that back in eventually. But they took out the difficulty sliders for your defend teams. However, I'm not sure what you mean by the difficulty slider. Do you mean like normal, hard, Warlord 1, Warlord 2? Yes. That, as we know, it is being completely removed for the game. For formats that will be seen in the near future. For example, they mentioned something about Volts eventually having something like it. And there's several other parts of the game that might be getting it. Some of which might be next patch. But they already mentioned that some of it would happen next patch, so that's not really giving anything away, though. Because they mentioned they want to phase out most of it by 4.6. So I think they only phased out like 1 or 2 during this version. Seemed like they were going to phase out more of them. But difficulty, as we currently know it, with like the hard, normal, Warlord 1, stuff like that, that's going to be like completely out of the game by probably 5.0, which is early next year. And they're slowly just trickling them out one by one. They'll still be replacing it with difficulty formats. However, the difficulty format that we currently know will not be the case in about soon. Very soon. Hello, Defiance. Welcome. Oh yeah, yesterday's Pure Faction was insanely lucky. Will they do something for soul farming? There might be something for that next patch. Indirectly. It's not intended for soul farming. But similar to challenges, it can be used for soul farming. But I won't say what it is. You'll find out very soon. Soul farming took a hit this patch, but it's going to be buffed next patch, back to where it was before. So if you've been meaning to soul farm, it'll be pretty much right back where it was before. The rate that you... because it'll speed back up again once you do, compared to now. What about Class XP farming? Class XP farming's still the same. Right now you farm in Explore, and next patch you would still farm it in Explore. Oh, what do we take here? Let's go for the hit rate over there. I know, I need to stop like slightly hinting at the patch. Because it's probably taunting people more than if I actually just said what it was. I'm not allowed to say what they actually are. It's definitely a nice patch. For once. Not that some patches are not nice, but you know. There's almost nothing bad in this patch, for the most part. There's probably some people that will still find some aspects bad. But, I don't know, personally I don't really find it that bad, anything in this patch. Like, deeds were obviously the thing that was kind of bad in this most recent patch, especially with how they were originally going to implement it prior to us stepping in. But at least they made it so it's slightly less egregious than it was before. But still a little bit annoying how deeds currently are set up. Well, we weren't able to get them to completely change it, obviously. Plead the fifth to make The salty god is salty. That's funny. Well, next patch will definitely make you want to play more, that's for sure. There's one excessively fun thing being added next patch. I'm not allowed to say. And it's probably where most people are going to be spending most of their time starting next patch. We'll go for that. And dead. There's our 20 jet. We just got that now? Wow, that took forever. Tacet's elephant plush is the mascot of Dragon Peak. When did that happen? I said no such thing. Better PvP rewards? I don't think they're reworking PvP until later. They have been mentioning a PvP rework for like a year and a half now. They still haven't done one. Treasure map, I believe, is untouched next patch. Alt even made mention of it on her stream. Her most recent stream on Monday. Hello, Joseph. Welcome. And he's dead. Should you save your delve stuff for the next update? You probably don't need to. Delves are not being touched next patch. I don't believe they were. The new feature touches pretty much every aspect of the game. Which is why I mentioned it would somewhat affect delves. Because it affects literally every aspect of the game. What do we go for here? Go for that. Which does remind me, I still need to go play the beta more so I can actually pre-record stuff. Because if the update's not coming out next week, it's going to be coming out while I'm gone. And if it's coming out while I'm gone, I need to make sure I have it all pre-recorded. Because I will not be able to record much those 2 weeks in the middle of October. Which is more like the last 2 weeks of October. Like from the 12th to about the 28th or so. Unlimited delve farming? No. Technically, infinite delve farming already exists. You just need infinite gems. But anyways, that's that. Let's go ahead and add a code. And then let's go do a couple of the other things I want to go do. But first things first, code. I believe this one is the almighty code that works. Are you the almighty code that walks? You are. So let me go grab that, paste that there, pasty, copy. And there you guys go. There's the redeem code. Use on gemsofwar.com, read the game code section. Enjoy. Will Explore have 2 class XP on next patch? I actually do not know if that is. I don't believe it does. Because you'd be able to farm class XP ultra quick if they did. Like, that'd be extremely broken for class XP. So I didn't bother checking, so I'm pretty sure they didn't. Do I ever meet up with fans? No. I've never met up with fans. Mainly because I don't go to any kind of cons or anything. Pretty expensive to go to cons. Because you need to pay for the hotel, pay for the plane, pay for any travel there, pay for food, pay for the con itself, and then any unforeseen charges, like if you're actually going to buy stuff at the con and stuff like that. An average con costs like $500 to $1,000 to go to, between all of the actual costs related to it. That's a lot of money. It's like half a new computer. Unless you have like a local con in your area, which I have none even remotely close in my area. I do have a convention center in my area, however, no interesting conventions ever happened there. For the most part. Yeah, cons are definitely not cheap. That is for sure. I've never been to any kind of con before for anything. Oh, you live in Chicago, so you could have said hi while I was there. I don't go to Chicago too often, though. These days, probably like once or twice a year. Hopefully see Diablo 4. No, you're just gonna see more previews for what's it called? For Diablo Reforged. I mean, not Reforged. Diablo Immortals. That mobile port game, or not mobile port, but you know, the mobile game. See, that's coming out in February, I think, when that was planned. An extremely controversial game. Because they took a PC franchise and literally just plopped it onto mobile. Without even announcing Diablo 4. I know, Immortal is, that got a lot of backlash. Anyways, let's go do dungeons, let's go do pet, and then let's go do delves. Because I want to go try level 200, or level 500 Pure Faction Half Guardians. And see how miserably we fail. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. The hardest part about that is killing the gargoyles as quickly as possible. Using your gargoyles to kill the enemy gargoyle pretty much immediately. Once you kill out the gargoyle, you pretty much win. Because the only thing that does anything other than skull damage is the gargoyle. So once you kill the gargoyle, as long as you have board presence and make sure that you never let the enemy take any skulls, you just auto-win at that point. Once you kill the gargoyle. Or in the first battle, the gargoyles. If you can reach the final battle with all 4 troops, you probably win Half Guardians Pure Faction. Because with 2 gargoyles, you can easily kill out the one gargoyle in the last battle. And then your Silent Sentinels just keep the other Silent Sentinel silenced. So they don't have an infinite tank. And then you just win. Because then your other 2 gargoyles kill the other 2 things behind the Silent Sentinel, and then you kill the Silent Sentinel last. That'd be funny. We might actually get 3 Pure Factions done this week. We can actually pull off Half Guardians this week, or today. That'd be the most Pure Factions I've ever done in a week. Actually, I'm not even sure if I've ever bothered doing 2 in a week. But we'll be up to 3 this week if we end up getting Half Guardians done. We'll give it an attempt and see how it goes. Be giving it an attempt actually every day until we get it done. Because 200 stats should be enough if we get enough luck. No, new troops are never on the beta version. So I have not gotten to try the new troop yet. I never get to try actual new content until it gets released. Only the beta content. And we never get to see troops or troop updates on beta. Only new features are ever on the beta version. How do I get 10 gold each turn? I'm pretty sure the hero class we had set was giving us 5 gold per turn. Oops, was I using Corsair? Oops, that's why we're getting 5 gold. Because I'm using Corsair instead of something I need to actually farm. But anyways, let's go do this pets. And then we'll go head over to the other thing. Yeah, I'm still using Corsair. Stop using Corsair. I need something else to get mana on. How about Oracle? Oracle 55. We're making progress. Slowly. Is the new Mythic worth spending keys on? Probably. It really comes down to how viable he's going to be for Guild Wars. And currently we don't know how viable he is going to be for Guild War Defend. That'll determine pretty much his entire value is how good he is on Guild War Defend. And that's something we won't know until it gets released. Let's see. Grab that. Get that one for now, just to cascade it in. Yeah, super fan equals super fun. That's funny. Okay, now he's key to key, and should be good to go. You're watching while taking a bath? Does that make you a super fan? Interesting location to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if some people have like literal TVs hooked up in their bathroom. Oh, he probably has it on a stand on the side. It's not like he's literally using it while in the bathroom. Like, he's probably not holding it. He probably just has it held up on something. Because I assume he's just using his phone with a little holder thingy. So it's in a angle. You had me up on 3 screens in your house and you didn't know, and so I said, "Hello, everyone." That's funny. I currently have a 2-screen setup, but I generally don't have the same thing ever on both. Because they're both at the same location, so it'd be kind of pointless to have them both on. Oh, did they finally make a new Joker movie? I haven't been to the movies since, Wow, I've only been to the movies twice this year, or 3 times. I went to see the new Pokemon movie. I went to see How to Drain Your Dragon 3. And I went to see... Also, I'm so sad that the series is gone. They need more. But, and I also went to see, what's it called? The most recent Spider-Man movie with some friends. And that's it. Those are the only 3 movies I've seen all year. I still haven't seen Endgame. Probably the biggest movie that was released all year, and I haven't seen it. Yeah, Cedric was in Soulforge once accidentally. However, he is not in the Soulforge ever again anymore. You have to get him off of all keys. But they did accidentally add him once before. How was How to Train Your Dragon 3? It was pretty good. I don't feel like it was as good as the first 2, but it was still pretty decent. It seemed like they rushed it a bit, the development of it. It's unfortunate because it feels like DreamWorks does like 4 bad movies and then like 1 good movie. They have like a really weird streak of doing a lot of horrible movies and then like 1 masterpiece. What do we take here? We'll take the red for now. I believe this was the last battle, then we can finally go to Delves. And dead, if we could ever stop cascading. There we go. Grab our crabs. No crab walk memes today. Wait, have we not upgraded them to max? Oh, now we can. I didn't even realize that. We didn't even have them upgrade to max before. Now we can. Wow, we actually got exactly enough copies to go max him now. I didn't realize he wasn't already maxed. The more you know. Oh, there we go. He's maxed. Well, we don't have the food for him. But we probably do. I'm just not using it yet. But yeah, we can max him if we want. Anyways, next order of business. Delves. Let's go throw 1 billion shards. Where do we throw it? I guess we'll just throw it at Half Guardian. Stuff doesn't really matter where we throw it. Time to eat up a lot of shards. We're gonna keep eating these until we hit like 10,000. Buy shards. These are like all the shards we got yesterday. Take a bite all the shards we got yesterday. Because I need treasure. I'm mostly doing this for legendary and mythic treasure. So please give us legendary and mythic treasure. Because anything that isn't those drops are useless to us. There we go, a mythic treasure. And some epic treasure. Epic treasure's still good too. Not as good as legend or mythic, but still decent. Blue chalices are technically somewhat useful too. As long as we're not getting... As long as we're getting like ultra rare or above treasure. And the higher the better. The only drops we need. Wow, that was awful. Literally just rares. Come on, sacred treasures, where are you? We only got 1 so far. There we go, another one. I need treasure for Friday, and I'll still have treasure for Friday. We'll have 10,000, plus we'll still have leftover treasure. It's not like we're using over treasure now. Also, if we are a little bit short on Friday, we can simply just throw more treasure that we get while we do Friday's event on Friday. Because the lower level delves obviously don't need that little bit extra treasure to them. Fine if we just apply it later on. Some pretty decent drops there. Another one. A genie lamp. 2 useless legends. So that's actually what we're going to be using, so I guess I shouldn't say 2 useless because we do need them technically. I don't need more copies of them, but we are going to be using 2 for this battle. Sacred treasure, definitely what we need though. Also, it has no effect where I actually throw these shards. It's because we have all the troops already. They're thicked out. There we go. That should be as far as we go. Okay, now let's go upgrade this thing. We'll start with... Actually, do we even start with chalices? I'm not sure if we have enough of these smaller treasures to get it there. We might be short. I'm gonna burn through a lot of gold. We're gonna burn through so much gold. Okay, well, let's start with some chalices, I guess. Maybe till you about 120. Not sure if we're even gonna have enough gold to do this. Or not enough gold, but enough treasure, I mean. Oh, we'll find out. They could bite all of our gold. Probably using about 3 million now, and then like another 5 million on Friday. Oh, did Salty just start streaming? Oh no. Is she actually streaming Puzzle Quest? You can have both streams on at once. Because I still need to keep going a little bit to at least get these 3 factions done. But is she actually doing the Gems of War version? I mean the Switch version of Puzzle Quest? Or was she not able to get it work? It'd be pretty obvious visually which one it is. If it has updated graphics or not. Also, she'd have to start from a brand new account if she was doing the Switch version. Yeah, it costs a lot of gold to upgrade these things. Definitely not cheap. I guess we'll go a little bit further on chalices. Not sure at what point I should stop at. Just because I don't know the exact amount of XP that this would end up giving. Unless we do a lot of math. It doesn't seem like it would reach with what we currently have. Oh, we're gonna go a couple more sets of chalices. I think until we hit 130 we go chalice. And hopefully the rest will 200. Yeah, we might be short on treasure this Friday. Oh, Salty's stressed. Unfortunate. Why is she so stressed? Oh, we'll be doing the Switch version tomorrow, assuming I have time. I should have time. Okay, that'll be the last one that we do there. And now let's go do the crowns and lamps. Hopefully that's enough. And then the sacred treasure, of course. I feel like this is not going to be enough. Looks like it's going to be a little short. Even if we use every last sacred treasure. Doesn't look like it'll make it. We'll find out. Yeah, it's definitely not going to make it. No! We got a levelage problem. Let's see, how many levels is that? We go from 156 to 171. What is an increase by? Like a 15? I could almost make it. I feel like it's going to be ever so slightly short if I throw triple Sacred Treasure down. I could do the math for it. What's every number between 157 to 201 added together? And then we need to figure it out from there. I keep forgetting what the formula is for that. That'd be such a useful formula to know for this game. I'm not going to bother calculating up that many numbers. Or are we? No, it's not that big a deal. Let's just go throw Sacred Treasure 3 times and hope it's enough. If not, we just throw a little bit of the other one for slightly more gold. Will it be enough? It looks like it might be exact enough. Or it's going to be ever so slightly short. Could be 1 level short or exactly enough. No, 2 levels short. Okay, well, we're going to have to waste a little here then. That's fine. I could have wasted it first and then did it. Whoops. Oh well. Let's do it that way. Get exact. There we go. Level 200. A little bit pricey to do it like that at the end, but oh well. There we go. 200. Boom! And we're out of Sacred Treasure, but we'll have plenty more this Friday when we go spend the rest of our shards. Okay, now we can try doing Purifaction here. We don't have to exactly have 200, but it'll drive me crazy if it's not. Also, we almost have every delve at 200 now. There's only a few that we don't have. What's the full list? All-Seeing Eye, oddly enough, we don't have at 200. But other than that, Dark Pits needs 10 more. Or sorry, Dark Pits needs all of the levels. The Dark Pits is another one we need a level eventually. Fangmore needs 10 more levels. Primal Rift needs 100. And Crypt needs none. Never mind, we already got it the last few levels. Okay, so the only ones we don't have maxed are Sea of Sorrows, as far as the actual Horde level, is Sea of Sorrows, All-Seeing Eye, Dark Pits, 10 levels on Fangmore, and Primal Rift. Every other delve, I believe I have at 200, even if we don't have their 200 Purifaction. Or they're almost there. Anyways, off Guardians. Let's go give this a shot now. We have 4 attempts. Let's see how we do. That is obviously not what we're using. Yeah, remember this old meta? When we actually need the Entangles to not die. We need a Deathless. Okay, let's give this a shot. Silent Sentinel. And Gargoyle. That is the team. And banner is... I have no clue what. Let's see, what's the minus yellow and minus purple options? Should have something off of minus purple. Oops, I meant any color, not all color. What do we have? +1/+1 seems nice, so we'll go for that. Ooh, +2/+1 could also work. Or even a plus... Is there not a +2 yellow, +1 brown or red? Doesn't look like it. So let's go with this then. It should be fine. +2 red, +1 brown. Well, let's give it a shot, see what happens. What's the stat difference right now? A lot. Oh, good, we have some extra bonus. Oh, no, that's not necessarily a good thing. Because that means they also have the extra bonus, don't they? Yeah, Mystics have extra bonus right now. So I think that only applies to his first slot in the final battle. Yeah, Mystics currently have 10% bonus this week, which is helping us for the first 2 battle. However, it'll make the final battle harder. Okay, so all we have to do is make sure he does not get any brown or red. And make sure we take as many brown and reds as possible. And then kill his 2 gargoyles and go from there. That's the game plan. And also we take every skull we see. However, I think mana has a higher priority over skulls. Especially when we can take double mana like that. So we'll take the brown there, get full mana. Should be good to go. Okay, so let's start throwing gargoyles as gargoyle. The other one's silent, so let's start hitting the other one. We'll take the red. That doesn't give him anything, right? Yeah, we get more mana from red anyways. The brown. Here he doesn't. No gargoyles for him. Take our purple. We get Skull Distract too. We can get a decent HP buff. Not the greatest, but it helps. Go pokes us. That's fine. Let me deny his red. Oh yeah, what's his banner? He's really heavy on brown. Maybe I should have set into double brown. He's actually better for us to deny the brown than the red. Yeah, we're fine. Let's just start gargoyling him again. Take the red. Surprised he's not trying to go for it. skull there. Grab herself another gargoyle item, which will hopefully give us the mana for our other thing. You didn't explode enough. Well, we could destroy it too. This destroys a column. Right for browns right there. Got it. Got both of them actually. Wow. Okay, there we go. We'll throw that down for the kill. You can just die off explosion now. There we go. Okay. Oh! I forgot you have an absurd attack value. Mistakes were made. But now we know. I forgot. That is one thing you do have to worry about. He gains basically infinite attack. You have to make sure there's like 0 skulls once you reach them. Otherwise, you're dead. We'll take that. I can still win with this. This is why you do double Silent Sentinel. So that you have at least 1 Silent Sentinel going into the final battle. If you did 1 Silent Sentinel and triple Gargoyle, you would eventually lose it. Yeah, his skulls are 1-shot always. Especially in the final battle. It's 1 single cast, they'll have like a 500, 600 attack. Okay, I'll throw that gargoyle at him. More will do it, or that and a skull. Well, I got an extra turn there too off the yellow. I don't want that brown just because it's a trap, so we'll take that brown. Don't die, Silent Sentinel, we need you. Stop getting stunned. Okay, we'll take that skull and then gargoyle poke him. Well, 1 battle down. We got past the first battle. Salty stream is over. Wait, she already ended her stream? Salty sends some love. Well, thank you, Salty. Did her stream go down, or did she actually end her stream already? Why am I not saving shards for new faction? I am. I'm saving 10,000. You only need about 8,000 shards to max out all the troops immediately. And we're going to get more treasure from the event itself. We just won't have immediate level 200. We'll have immediate level 100 for sure. Very easily. Phoenix is going to be a little bit annoying just because it keeps constantly summoning. And it can also chip down our entire team. Also, I cannot stop a skull here. Gonna get a skull regardless of what I do here. Unless I get a really, really lucky gargoyle. Nope, not quite. If anything, it's lucky in his favor. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, this might not even be possible at 200. At least not easily. Without a lot of luck. I think we retreat right now. It's obviously over. Well, we have multiple attempts. Gotta keep going till we get lucky. And 2 legendary ingots. Okay, let's try it again. Level 500. What do we have for our middle room? I keep forgetting the middle room's pretty relevant since it can kill us as well. It is a tier 4 room, so it has pretty decent stats. Tier 4 level 500 room. I'll let him poke. Because by the time we reach that guy, he's going to one-shot us regardless of how many times he's poked us. Nothing else to silence as well, which will help distribute his mana a little bit more. Because whenever he takes a skull, he gets silenced. See you, Azala. Have a good time. Oh wait, Azala, you wanted to come into the guild? Or was that your recruitment message? Or were you recruiting for your own guild? Because my guild's still looking for people if you can do $1 million+ gold. And you can do late game raids, invasions, guild wars, all that kind of stuff. We still need 8 more people, so if anyone's interested, let me know. Go to my mail after this delve. Which mail? My email? The forum mail? Oh, that's getting close to dead. I should probably start taking skulls again. Okay, we're gonna need another thing for that. We'll store it over here for now. Get our mana going. Grab that. Take our thing down. Grab our skull there. Grab a hit right over there. That'll allow us to kill the gargoyles, and now skulls just wipe us. But you know it doesn't. He hasn't been able to cast a single time this battle. That's beneficial, because now he can't kill us. At least not as easily. So he does cast. Oh, sorry, Zella. Didn't realize you ended up joining us. There's so many people ended up joining recently that I am starting to slightly lose track of who the new people are. Sorry, Zella. Because we have recruited, like, between the last few weeks, probably 15 new people. Within the last couple weeks. Starting to lose track who some of the new people are. I'll need to look at the guild thingy again and just go over them all soon. Once we get, like, a full guild, just to remember. Let's see. Because I'm very forgetful in that regard. I'll take the yellow for now. Grab a gargoyle. I should probably take skull first. Want to make sure he goes down, especially since he only has 25% score reduction. Everything else on his team has 50% score reduction with 25% spell reduction, but he's the inverse with 50% spell reduction and 25% score reduction. Great to take skulls against them. Which is even better because he also has really high skull damage, so you're probably going to want to be taking skulls against him anyways. No! Wait, you're the one with high damage. Why did the other one have high damage? Oh yeah, I know why. Because you do it based on your armor. Never mind, I forgot both of them have high. I didn't even notice his attack value. It's all green value there, I couldn't really see the 9. Apparently that was a big number. He's hitting almost 1,000 damage, which will obviously one-shot us. Wow, he did not go for a skull. He could have one-shotted again. Good job, AI. Okay, I think that's enough damage. I hope so, otherwise we're probably dead. Yeah, it's enough. Okay, one battle down. It's pretty bad that we're already losing one troop before we even reach the final battle. But that's why you have double Sentinel. Because with enough luck, all you'll need is Sentinel with double Gargoyle for the final battle. And if we can get to the final battle with that, we have a chance. Nice little cascade. Grab that over. Actually, what do I deny here? What does he need the most? Damage is that? 108. Gosh, everything hits so high. I got a Gargoyle again. He again doesn't go for the skull. Good, because that's about as much damage his ability would have done. They both hit about 100 since it has stone skin. I need to use this just so it doesn't die. Right, that almost has its full mana off the enchant. Because it does get to enchant all other allies. Okay, she's dead. Okay, good. It for whatever reason did not cast on her. If we lose her, we can't win the final battle. Or at least it is a lot more unlikely that we would. It is pretty dependent on her living. I'll take that for now. Yep, she's dead. Okay, we probably lose, but we'll still keep playing it out because we could probably win this battle. But the final is good. Any agiles anyways. Yeah, the stream just tried dying for a second. Yeah, looks like we might just have to wait till next patch. Cough, cough. I know, they're not buffing Delves next patch. Directly. But it will help. That's for sure. And I think we might just have to wait till then. And just farm a full level 500 until then. Which doesn't mean we can go do City of Thieves. Haha. You just have to run City of Thieves with a really weird team. But we can still do it. Run level 500 City of Thieves. I still want to do this without potions. It is going to have to wait most likely. The amount of attempts we'd have to give into it to get enough luck is going to be extremely high. Because we have to ideally get past the first battle with all 4. And the second battle with at least 3. And if we can bring 3 into the final battle, we have a good chance. But you need to have at least 1 Silent Sentinel for the final battle. Well, at least we can get past the first room. If nothing else. But, yeah, I think we just have to run City of Thieves level 500 Pure Faction. Or not level 500 Pure Faction, but level 500, I mean, just in general. And we'd run it with, not that, but somewhat similar. What's the color restriction again? We're on blue, purple. That means we could do Iron Guts, Apothecary, Mountain Crusher, and I actually want to go Leprechaun just for the gold and for the quicker start. I just hope they don't have immunes. I'm looking for minus purple plus 2. Actually, did I even go minus purple given that this team is this team? Probably still do because the plus 1 blue is pretty important. We'll do that. And we'll change our class to something actually good because we need to if we're going to want to live this. Let's go Titan. Okay, let me just do a quick scout that there isn't any extremely annoying anti-devour room. Now, what do I even need a scout for that? So, this room, these 4 rooms are the only ones I need to check. Because these 3 are always going to be treasure rooms. I don't believe any treasure room is current. Yes, there is. There's 1 treasure room that is extremely anti-devour. New plan. Going first slot, Iron Gut. An even worse idea. Now we need a plus 2 brown, plus 1 green. Does that even exist? The inverse exists, which is fine because we don't use the color. There we go. Plus 2 green, plus 1 red. I mean, plus 1 brown. Okay, this could work. There. And oh, if that goes down, we lose. This is so dependent on that not dying. Your attack value, 77. Let's hope that's 100%. 77 needs to stretch all the way to 100% chance. What else can we do to help him a little bit? Not much. I guess we just use a hero class that we need to get leveled. Half mana start still helps though, but not as much. Does Thief have that one thing that gives Goblin 1 attack? It should. Isn't there a thing that does that? All Goblins gain 2 attack instead of stealthy. Yep, there we go. That might not seem like much, but in this case it's pretty helpful. I think we just go Thief. Set it into almost pure. Pretty much just pure cunning except for 7% instant kill. 30% dodge, Goblin extra attack, 30... Actually, we don't need the Bandit thing. None of these other ones we need either. Because Bandit backup we won't really need. Because if we're losing any troop we already lost. Battle. Yep, that should be fine. Okay, let's go give this a shot. We'll run it with Thief and see how this runs. Probably horribly, but let's give it a shot. I want to see if this premise will actually work. Also, should probably time it. We haven't technically started yet. Let me get the timer out. Wait. Why is this such a low level? Did I save it at a low level? Brain processing. Did I never do the level 20 for this stuff? I guess I didn't. Oh, it's been like this the entire time. Well, this team's gonna be really horrible for this then. I never realized. I never did the level 20 for this delve, or whatever level I saved it at, like a really low level. Well, this team's gonna be really slow against this then. Like, this would be the same speed regardless of how high their stats are. But not exactly, because they will die in one-shot skull always. Oh, it's gonna go slower now. Didn't realize that we still had a level 20 saved. Unfortunately, we only have one level 20 saved. It's not like we can infinitely keep doing it at level 20. At least it's good practice for this team. In an environment where we cannot possibly lose. But that does mean it's going to go slightly slower. Why not put Leprechaun first? Because I need the attack value of Iron Gut for those teams that have immune to Devour. Yeah, this is a level 20 delve, isn't it? Or 30. Or 40. Yeah, it's saved at 40. That'll change in a moment, though. But, yeah, this delve's still saved at 40. Go figure. What delve level is necessary to complete this in ease? Ideally, level 20. And then you can just keep spamming it with a quick team. Or we're going to be doing it at level 500 as soon as we clear this delve. Because even though it currently says 40, the second we complete it, it'll be 500. Because we already did the delve to 500. How long am I streaming for today? Probably another 15 minutes or so. We're doing this delve to completion and then doing it at 500 to completion. And that'll be the stream. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We have to worry about him getting frozen. Oh, you know what else we have to worry about? Him getting entangled. If he's in first slot, if he gets entangled, he has 0% chance to devour. And I did not have cleanse. Actually, yes, I do have apothecary. Never mind, we do have cleanse. But we do still have to be careful. Did we really just lose on level 40? Never mind, maybe we won't be doing that today. Let me go get a normal team. Oh, we're going to have to be really careful with that then. When we run it at 500. But from not paying attention, assuming they're so invincible, we just lost at 40. Oh, no! And then that resets it to 500. I forgot. Well, we're not doing a 500 or 400 or 40. Wait, let's go test this at 500. So now there'll actually be proper stats and not saved at 40. As you can see, they're way higher. But let's go try this again. But this time we tried at 500. There we go. That's proper stats. Proper ridiculously high stats. Oh, so if he doesn't get first devour, we're pretty much just auto lose. Not exactly, but pretty close. There we go, good. But now we get to destroy everything. With really high stats. That we stole from them. And we also have Hunter's Mark to synergize with it. This seems really risky, though, because if we lose Iron Gut, we lose. We just have to run away. We completely lose the battle once we lose Iron Gut, because he's our only damage source. The entire team is centered around making him work. And we can actually one-shot Skull that. If we could find a Skull, that is. Devour works too. I got one down. You can Gob Truffle this delve. That is correct. However, Gob Truffle would be much slower. But yes, we can use the Gob Truffle team here. The problem is doing Gob Truffle team would make it take over 10 minutes. Oh, I didn't start timing it, did I? Oops. Well, that timer's pointless. We'll time it tomorrow. When we actually have 3 battles to time it with. Instead of just 1. But yeah, we'll time it tomorrow and see. Because I don't think we can do Hall of Guardians Pure Faction. And if we can, it's going to wait till next patch. Just because it's going to be a lot more bearable then. Not by a lot, but enough. So we'll go for Devour. Did not get it. He does not have immune. It just didn't trigger. Everything else has immune on this team, but he does not. Not one more Scully dies. That's a really big liability with him there. Compared to Titan or something. Good. Alright, I'll keep him alive a little bit. Unfortunately, nothing else can be devoured on his team currently, but that's why we have skull value. With Hunter's Mark. Because even though I can't devour him, I can still damage him. Quite substantially at that. I'll take that over. Can't devour any of them actually other than the one that we did. And these kind of battles are what's mainly going to slow it down, which is unfortunate. That's the whole reason why he's in first slot. Trying to make it work. But then he's going to move us. So actually this team is going to hard counter us if we try doing that then. Because we're going to reach a wall where we can't do anything here. Is there any way... Is there a curse explosion in this game? I don't think that exists yet, does it? A curse explosion would be so good. I don't believe one currently exists, though. Also, the cleanse is silenced. The thing I need to go cleanse is silenced right now. Oh, and she just died. Yeah, this isn't going to be that viable. I guess we just have to go truffle and just time it out and see how long it takes. It's going to take forever. But we might just have to go truffle. Didn't want to have to go down that route, but it looks like we might have to. Just going to have to use Mountain Crusher double truffle with something. Maybe a Leprechaun, so we can still get the gold value. Because I don't think we use Forest of Troll here, can we? Forest Troll? We might be able to use Forest Troll. Though you don't need it to loop as long as you have the Green Storm off of Hero class. Yeah, I think we'd be fine without it. Yeah, what an uneventful event day. Or true on level 500s. But that's what level 500s are like when you don't have potions. Yeah, you can stun with your hero, but there's a lot of them that have impervious, where you can't stun them. Is the issue. You need like a curse on skull or something similar, but that doesn't exist. But yeah, we'll be trying it with we'll go down the Gob Truffle route. I don't think I've ever timed level 500 Gob Truffle. Or at least not a lot of times to time it. Also, someone's redeeming Salty's codes. Apparently, she's still streaming. Apparently, she gave out a juicy code, so I think we'll end out for now. Here's my code from earlier. It's probably used up by now. But there's more codes at Salty's stream, apparently, because someone claimed 2 from me already from her stream. It's going on right now. She's streaming Puzzle Quest, not Gems of War, though. But she is streaming Puzzle Quest. But there's the other code. Apparently, she's giving out a pretty juicy one, too, by the looks of it. So go make sure to go catch her stream, as that code might still be up there if you aren't already there. Let me go get the link for that real quick. But yeah, we'll be gone for now. We'll be back 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. And we'll be going over... we'll mainly just be messing with the event. The class event while farming delves a little bit more again. Okay, let me mute that so it doesn't play any noise. Let me copy that. Let me pause it so it also doesn't make any noise in case it's still making noise through the mute. And pause the ad as well. But here you guys go. Here's the link to Salty's stream if any you want to go catch her. Apparently she's giving out some pretty decent codes. So definitely go check it out. She's playing Puzzle Quest right now, which is also made by them. Same development company, Infinity Plus 2. We'll also be playing it tomorrow at some point. No official time as far as when we'll be starting that tomorrow. But for a few hours I should be able to get in some Puzzle Quest. I'll hopefully have the timer up for it at least a few hours in advance so people kind of know when it is. It's probably going to be a little afternoon. But I still don't know exact timing yet on when we'll do it. But we'll definitely do it for a few hours tomorrow. Try fitting that in. When you get troops, why are they at level 5? Yours are at level 1. It's a small perk from VIP. VIP system has a very, 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 very few perks on it. However, one of those perks is they just start at a higher base level. You can start them at 5, and depending on how high you go, you can start them at 10, 15, and you can even go so far as they start at 20, if I'm not mistaken. Though it's not realistic to actually go this far. Never mind, you can never get them to start at 20, but you can get them to start at 15. But it's pretty trivial to ever have that like that. It doesn't really help much. Like, having them start at level 5 only saves us, like, what? Probably 50 souls per troop. Like, it's a really minuscule amount. That means almost nothing. Anyways, guys, I'll catch all of you later. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Supplement is claiming them for me. Thank you for that. Always helps out a lot when you do. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. We'll catch you later. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream, and go catch Salty's stream because she's streaming Puzzle Quest and giving out a bunch of codes for Gems of War. Goodbye, everyone, and have a wonderful week.